So the front yard is actually recovering nicely. Get to do our first longer cut on it here in a couple days, but today I'm going to talk to you about termicide and doing a termite treatment on your house that'll last for 10 years. So hold on one sec. Hey guys, Doc. So I want you to understand something real quick on this treatment. First of all, there are two products that most people have used over the years, and they just came out with a generic version. In the description below, I'll link to our website, and on that page I'll have this video and the information, and I'll link to the new generic product that's actually cheaper, number one. Number two, a lot of times people think that they want to repel termites, and it's really hard to do that. What you want to do is you want to use something that doesn't repel them, but actually allows them to come in and kills them. And that's what this product does. It's not a repellent. It's actually a true killer that when the termites come in contact with it, not only does it kill them, but they can bring it back to the other colony and it'll kill the rest of the colony. That's why this is so effective. All your professionals are going to use this treatment. You can do it yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, there's a little bit of digging you have to do, so I'm not going to say it's super easy, but you need to dig a trench around the house. I'll show you that out on the other property. I'm not doing a really great job on this other property because we still have to, they have to build a secondary foundation. We have a lot of construction, but I wanted to get a barrier down. So I'll just run out there real quick. We're digging the trench and we're going to put this application down. And anyways, I'll take you out to the farm. So let's go. Morning. So what are we doing today, Doc? We are treating this old house. Before the renovation, I am treating it with a termicide. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go directly to that, and then at the end of this video I'll walk you around and show you some of the other projects we have going on here. But this whole house remodel is getting ready to be done over the next 3 months, and we have a lot of termites here. I'll show you a stick that was a stake that was put into the ground 2 months ago, and it is just eaten up with termites. So you got to be really careful in some areas when we have a lot of termites out here. Fortunately, I'm looking all around inside and I don't see any termites on the house. So we want to keep it that way. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to oversimplify this. I'm going to talk about 3 products today that are all the same product, just different names, including a generic version that just came out that's cheaper. So I'll show you that, and in the description below I will link to a page, and everything I'm talking about today will be on that page. If you're looking for the lawn guides, all of our lawn guides are free. You can get those there. I'll link to the products, but I put it all on one page instead of having a whole bunch of links down below. Anyways, so this product is, let me grab one of the bottles. So the 2 main products that people have used over the years are going to be Termidor SC and Taurus SC. Basically work the same way. This is a contact. This is a non-repelling contact killer. So what does that mean? It means that it doesn't repel the termites. You actually want the termites to come in contact with it. They get it on their body and they take it back to the colony, and you can kill the entire colony as well as the termites that come up. Got it? So we're not trying to repel them, we're trying to kill them if they decide to come up towards the house. That's what this product does. Now, also understand that this product lasts a long time. Now they say 10 years. Let's say, I would probably maybe say 5 or 6 years, but it's not that hard to apply. You're going to dig a 6x6 trench all the way around your foundation. After that, you're going to take a 5-gallon bucket and fill it up to 4 gallons. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to for every gallon of water, you're going to go to 0.8 ounces. So 0.8, 0.8, 0.8, 0.8 into 4 gallons of water in a bucket. You're going to take a 10-foot span and you're going to pour those 4 gallon into that 10-foot span. You're going to let it soak in. Then what you're going to do is mix up some of this in a tank sprayer and spray the soil that you're about to put back into that trench. You're going to spray it and then fill it back up. And that's it. So that's the whole process. We don't have to watch the rest of this video. You dig a 6x6 trench, you mix this up as it says on the label, a 10-foot span, you pour the water in there, let it soak in, spray the dirt you're going to put back into it so that it's treated as well, put it back, and you're all set to go. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just gonna mix them up real quick. I'll show you. I'm not really doing a high quality job here, to be honest, because I know I don't have termites on the house. This is just, and this is pre-construction. So we're gonna be out here doing, they're gonna be putting another foundation out front for the sunroom. They're gonna be doing more construction. So I'll come back once all the construction is done, and I will redo this. Just be careful about when you're digging. Just be careful about things like wires and drains. So I have some wires and some drains around this place you got to be careful about. Just take a pickaxe. So you can take one of these spade pickaxes like I got here, and you can just dig a trench around the house. You can use a shovel. Just be careful while you're digging that trench that you're not going to hit any wires. Dig very lightly. Okie doke. So John's here helping me today. Say hey, John.
Hello.
What we're doing is we're taking 4 gallons of water in each bucket, and then we're going to put an eighth of an ounce 4 times into each bucket. So I am just taking this. I've gone up to 0.8 ounces, and I'm going to do that 4 times in each bucket. This property slants like this, and so one thing you can do is you can actually sort of put some rocks or bricks, and you can block off a small section, a 5-foot section, a 5-foot section, and then you can flood that. You can actually use dirt and create a dam. So if you want to, because this 4 gallons treats a 10-foot section, so if I take 5 feet and block it off with dirt, I can fill it up. I'm going to put up a little dam right here. So I'm going to put up a little dam in this area, and then I'm going to fill this area. Now that water is going to sit there, and it's not going to flow down. So instead of going all the way down, you can make these little dams. Just make sure that you treat this area too. Push this dirt back into it so that it's treated as well. Okay, so we've done all the termite treatment. I actually came out and I resprayed my markings for my power. But as you can see, we've retrenched this whole thing. I've put it down, and then I've sprayed all this excess dirt, and we're going to push it back in. And done that all around the house. The guys are up there pulling the crap out of the fields so that we can have David come by and recut those fields. I've got a few projects going on. By the way, the pond just looks amazing. Look at that. So I've been treating that with algicide, herbicide, and good bacteria, pond bacteria. And I put in some blue dye back here, but man, it just looks phenomenal. I'm really not worried about the fish population right now. We'll worry about that later. But we have to get the pond in sync. I had a couple of trees taken out here, and that really opened this up because we're going to have a sunroom. We're putting a big sunroom when we redo this place out here with all windows. So that'll be your view, and that will now be the front of the house. The backyard is germinating. Let's go look at that real quick. And also, yesterday they came and took out about 35 small trees out of here, which has really opened this up nice. So there were a bunch of small trees all in here, and it was shading it out and just blocking, but this all opened up, so now it's a nice big area. I like that. I'll clean that out. My shed foundation is just, I am so happy with this. Just so happy with this. It was not that hard. Dump the gravel, take the skid steer, flatten that out. I ran over it, we got it all level, then we went in and re-leveled it, then we built the frame, then we dumped the cement on all these different corners, and it's just rock solid. Love it. I did put down a termicide treatment on this entire area, which is a 10-year termicide, because there are termites, and let me show you. It's one thing I am going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a termite treatment around the house. I'm trying to find one of my old stakes. Look at that. That's termites. So there are actually termites in these stakes that I put in 2 months ago in the ground, and boom, they came right to them. Look at this. Again, we put these in the ground 2 months ago. Look at that. Is that crazy? So if you don't think termite damage can happen fast, look at that. It's just incredible. So if you put down wood of any kind, if you put down fence posts and stuff like that in this kind of an area, man, someone said, you sure got a crappy looking house for as many videos as you do. This house was abandoned. So a complete remodel. This garage is now going to become a master bedroom, master bath. The whole house is going to be redone. It's a huge project. But I wanted to show you something real quick. Look what I got. That's some pretty cool little germination going on there. Last night we had some thunderstorms come through, but guess what? The thunderstorms weren't severe as far as rain goes. It was just a constant, wonderful rain. And man, I have got germination everywhere I look now. I have got germination. I got grass popping up in 100% of this whole area. So happy. So this is tall fescue, and the tall fescue, this is a temporary lawn. That's what I'm considering it. And that's just to hold all this in place, because we completely reshaped this whole thing. I spent days and days and days reshaping this whole backyard to get the water to drain off, so because it was draining down towards the house and causing problems. The next thing I did, project I had, let me get it without the sun in it here for you. So this whole area back here up to the barn was just tall weeds, and I went through with a skid steer. I put the teeth down and I just dragged it and dragged it and dragged it and dragged it and dragged it. Now, the way that farm properties work is there's just crap everywhere. People dump crap everywhere. So I've got cinder blocks, I've got wire. This is a gas line. I mean, dude. So I came back here and I sprayed all the weeds that were here, and then I just ran through here and threw out some tall fescue. Is it going to take a little bit? But what I want to be able to do is just have a little green field here that's not weeds. I'll come through and be able to cut it with a bush hog down to like 6 inches and keep it there. Oh, look at this. I have a twirly baton. I have a twirly baton. Doc is a majorette. Look at me. Ooh, look at me. Look at me. Oh, skills. Dude, what the hell? There's so much crap here. You just never know what you're going to find. It's just unreal, dude. Not a lot of people think about termites until it's too late. A good friend of ours, Ryan, was over helping them, and their back deck, they started to pull up a couple boards, and that whole underside of the deck was actually starting to get eaten by termites and actually starting to go into their house. So I'm telling you, this is not a bad idea. You do it once all the way around your house, do the treatment. It'll last, they say, for 10, let's say 5 or 6 years. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it, because any termite that comes into contact with that barrier is going to die. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to consistently replace those stakes and alert pods or whatever they are. Just a good way to do it. Anyways, hit subscribe and I'll talk to you later. Doc.